Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe. So we have Apple TV Plus right now, and we just watched the show called The After Party, and it's based off of this like 15-year high school reunion. All of these now adults are hanging out together at this reunion. After the reunion, there's an after party, hence the name, the after party, and there's a murder. There's a moida. That happens at this party, and then the show sort of turns into this murder mystery. So if you like the show Clue, if you like the game Clue, or the movie Clue, or like, what else? Knives Out, I don't know, murder mystery type things like that, I think you would like this show. I really liked it. I don't think I'm like into that sort of thing, but this is done in a very unique way. Each episode, and there are like maybe 8 or 9 of them, focuses on one of the primary suspects, right? And each episode is told in a different genre. So you have, from one suspect's perspective, their night was seen sort of as a romantic comedy. One is sort of seen as like a high school musical type thing, like a 90s high school film. One is an action film. One is a mystery noir thriller. One is an animated segment even. You have like a buddy cop version. You have I'm sure there's another one that I'm forgetting right now. There was one more. Maybe not. I think maybe I covered them all. I don't know. But that was what was really fun about this. Each episode explores a different genre. With, like, even this more serious genres, there's still some, like, winking at the camera. So, like, the thriller one, while there were some, tense scenes, it's still, it doesn't go, like, all in with drama. You're still watching a comedy, but it is fun to watch them point out these different tropes that exist in these genres. So it made the show a lot of fun. Every episode felt familiar because you are following a suspect's story of that night, and trying to figure out who, basically telling their alibi, and to the police, who is Tiffany Haddish, by the way, and but also very different. So we're seeing events of the same night over and over and over again from a different perspective. So that's where the familiarity comes in, but told from a different person's point of view, and through a different genre. That is the fun part of this. Another thing about it is I didn't figure out who the killer was. That was awesome. Like I think they did a good job of diverting your attention, making you focus maybe on, some red herrings, and maybe other people, like, I'm not saying I'm like good at this and the show succeeds, or I don't know. I don't know how I am at figuring out mysteries or anything like that. It's not like something I do in my spare time or whatever. I don't do escape rooms. But they did a good job at keeping me guessing. And once it was revealed, it was like, oh, I never once guessed that person. I think you come close to guessing almost everybody, but like the people that I was focused on, they didn't end up being the killer. And then, we were watching this with Tracy. She's the one who turned us onto the show, our friend Tracy, who you've seen in other videos. She didn't have it figured out. My wife didn't have it figured out. We all sort of had these few people that we were focused on. I think each one of us had a somebody or a couple people, that we were focused on, and it didn't end up being them. And yeah, I don't know. I think it was a successful show, successful at keeping you guessing, successful at telling the same story from multiple points of view in an interesting, compelling way. Like, that was the best part. I loved finding out, okay, what is this next episode's genre going to be? That was a lot of fun, seeing that and finding out how they approached that genre and the way they pointed out the various tropes. That was all very cool. So yeah, the After Party, very good. Has pretty cool cast. Like I said, Tiffany Haddish is in it. What's the Franco brother? Dave? Is it Dave? Dave Franco? Dave? Is his name Dave? And yeah, Richardson. What's his first name? James Richardson? Somebody Richardson. He's like the main character. I can't think of his name right now. But you might know him from Veep. That's where I first saw him. Very funny. Absolutely hilarious. Kind of the main character. The guy who does a voice of one of the triplets in DuckTales, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Schwartz, I think is his last name. Who else is in it? A guy, he was in that movie with John Cena where their kids are like trying to lose their virginity for prom. He's in it. I think maybe he's also in Neighbors or something. I don't know. But I'm going way off track. Regardless, the After Party is very fun. And if you like mysteries, you will like it. I don't know how old it is. I think it came out this year, but maybe everybody's already reviewed this. I'm just now finishing the show, and I thought it was good. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble about this show, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.